Hi, hello, good morning. I'm standing again for a while or for a little bit just to release my tension because as I said to you, every time I start, I feel I could not start because I'm also a human being. I get nervous and I get my anxiety. Anyway, good morning to everyone. Uh, my first vlogging of the week. And yeah, while I'm standing now, I said to my husband, I got to tell now where I'm going in my fantasy world today. I'm going around the world today, and there's reason for that. But while I'm standing now, I would like to vlog my vintage dress. You see, I'm still very nervous. I would like to start my vintage dress. My vintage dress is autumn again, as you could see, but tuck in so that it will not show. I am wearing an autumn dress because 2 days ago is our last summer holiday day. That's it. But I'm wearing my turquoise, the biggest turquoise you could ever find in a costume jewelry in my costume world. And I am wearing my Cleopatra snake, if you see, because I will travel there later on. It's Cleopatra wearing the snake and my turquoise bracelet as well. I'm vlogging it because that's my mother-in-law. Wherever she is now in heaven, she knows I love my costume jewelry. So she bought me those bracelet and my American feather earring, but turquoise. You see, she knows what I love before, costume jewelry. And now, I think I vlogged now all my vintage bling bling. As you know, I'm the queen of bling bling. And I'm going to sit down now and start my address of the day. Hi, darling. And you, as my cameraman, you can sit down now or you just want to stand? Oh, you can sit down now. And darling, what a beautiful weather. But it's very windy out there. Here we are in Bolsover Castle. Very windy but very sunny, which is beautiful because that is really autumn. We are now experiencing the autumn, and next week will be now cold. That's what they're saying. We start the cold now as well, but I am wearing now, like I said to you, I'm in my 1920. Darling, focus my hat. I am in my 1920 costume. I am my velvet autumn dress. But I would like to start to my kingdom in Taiwan. Hello, good morning. Taiwan, Leso, Kalibo, Aklan, Isla de Boracay, family ni Pumuseno, Mulin, my beautiful Mulin, my trusty Mulin. Alright, coming soon. You know what I mean. Anyway, I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is staying away from our pandemic coronavirus. And yeah, I hope everyone is safe. And to all my family and friends around the world, because my clan, I'm not MacLeod clan. This cat is a MacLeod. I am from the Republic of the Philippines, but we're everywhere around the world, and that's what I'm saying. My family and friends, and I met someone again from Sweden. Hello there, hi. I know you are. I didn't know I have a niece in Sweden. Hi, just mention it. That's it. Just want to mention hi to your family too. And yes, my blogging is that again 2 days ago, me and my husband was a bit worried and wary because our government is addressing to the nation that again we will have 6 months of observation lockdown. So slowly around the country are getting strict our movement. And so this is the problem at the moment. But hey, I said to my husband, we're 2 years of that now. Now back again to being very careful. Come out with the mask and everything and stay away from other people. And what I can blog as well, please don't stay in the shop or department store because I heard from the scientists that is one of the trap from human being because obviously we're all gathered there and everyone, some are not wearing mask, some are do, but what can you do? We cannot, we live in a democracy country, and that's it. So our prime minister now, Boris Johnson, are very strict now to fine or to penalty to the people who doesn't respect the law. And that's my blogging at the moment. So yeah, we're living in a very strange time. very, what you call, I cannot, I want like to find the word, but strange time.
Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented time and uncertainty. I think that's the word. Hey, I told you I graduated in Luneta Park, and I found now at the moment, right moment, uncertain time, I think. Uncertainty. You see, so very, very...
Lack of stability for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because of jobs.
Yeah, that's it for everyone. And people are worried about the job because of this restriction again of the lockdown for 6 months. Everyone worried about the job. Someone are losing, some, I don't know. But hey, here in a big country, they all help one another. Everyone find remedy. Everyone find resolution and how we can live and put by. And that's our life. But we got to live. But hey, I said to my husband, we're still here. We're still standing. And I'm still vlogging today with my bling bling and my, my collectability, the art of collecting. I was saying to you, ever since me and my husband, since we've been together, we collect and collect. And now I'm so happy because that is my busy life. Sometimes I want to rest, but I cannot rest because I'm sorting out the stuff. So I said, all this is giving me a vaccine. All this is giving me a moment of, busy. That's what I'm looking for. Busy. And yeah, I mean, my husband, we recall what we've done with that, what happened with that, how did we do that, and that's our vaccine. And yes, I won't be long, and that's all. And today I'm saying I'm traveling around the world. Also, I'm worried about my camera as well, just in case I have nothing a lot there. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of vlogging now. So yeah, my art of collecting today and my vlogging today is, I said to you that I am traveling the world. I'm going anywhere. I'm going to Egypt. I'm going to America. I'm going to South Africa. That's my fantasy world. I'm going everywhere. I'm going to Ecuador. I'm going to Mauritius. I'm going to Bahamas. I'm going to any place of the world that my stamp could reach. That's my fantasy world, because my vlogging today is my thousands of stamp. Me and my husband are crazy collecting stamps, and we still have it. And at the moment, I'm rearranging them to show it to you. Yes, a beautiful, beautiful world stamps. And I'm talking because I'm gonna show you my album of stamp. This is worldwide stamp. As you can see, this is a worldwide stamp, album stamp, and that is, I'm saying to you, that she green. That is a green leather, a shark skin. The olden day, they do proper job. It's all quality, and they use a shark skin to make it leather. This one, look at that. There's a map as well, but this thing are empty now. But this will tell you which part of the stamp is belong. But that's empty now because I have reason. I will show you later. And that is Chagrin, World of the Map. And this one is a Victorian album of stamp that you just clip inside. But again, this is leather shark skin again, because that's how they do quality. It will be forever use. You see, this is what we call first day stamp, and that's what me and my husband been collecting. And because in the olden day, I'm a bit so I'm a bit nervous maybe talking to the camera. But yeah, I'm trying to. This is first day copy. And so
first day covers.
Yeah, first day cover of stamp in it, darling. Yeah, you please help me, because sometimes today I don't know. I'm a bit tense because I have been away from the camera for a while. And those are first day cover. I've collected their first day cover stamp. So as you see now. But again, darling, that's like I'm saying earlier, darling, Churchill. This is the commemoration of our Prime Minister before Churchill, who won the war against, the Second World War. He is the hero over here, Churchill. But this is 1980 commemorative. So we managed to get a booklet of that, and that was there. You see, so it's been collected there now, and that's it. Churchill commemorative. That's it. But I'm just saying as well that this is a good album because this is a leather shark skin, and I'll put away as well to get belong to the stamp as well. And the same thing with this. Again, the letter around the later of this is 1970 from early and then up to the 1970 that we have collected. So, and then I keep that now from the 70 late early 80 we stamp now. We stop collecting. So that's the end of that. The same thing with this. This is all letter from the 1970, from around the world, from the people around the world was interested of us to see where it's come from, but we keep them because it's history. It's history that me and my husband interested, because as you can imagine, we are in an opposite world. I come from a very far, far away. I will say to my husband, Timbuktu. That's why I'm wearing 1920 hat, because I'm from somewhere else, isn't it? I'm not come from England, and so that's it. But that's our interest, to see the world. That's why he's in my world too. And this again, the same stamp. This is also early, 1949. It says there. But then again, it's leather, but that's 1949, and that's it. That's a album stamp as well. But I've taken away now the stamp there because I have reason. I'll show it to you later. So that's again a book of stamp. That was there. And here's another one, Royal Mail, which is 1940. Again, leather, but I've taken away as well the stamp there because I'm happy, but they tell me what kind of stamp. So the stamp that I'm showing to you later are all original from their own country, because I have a dictionary or what you call that, a book of stamp that I could tell if they are real and original. That's it. And so this one as well, this is very, very old. This is Victorian, later Victorian, which is, they start, the Lincoln stamp album start from 1894, and then this is 1897. Because why I know? Because I have a letter, I have a, we call that as well, I will vlog what is that, is this one. This is a letter opener. So I put that as a marker. It says there 1899. So in our time is Spanish time, isn't it? So that is late Victorian, late Queen Victoria. But this is all as well where the map, where you put the map and everything. But I've taken it away because obviously I'm worried that the stamp will also go foxing, because they start foxing now. In the world of book, we call it foxing when you see that. No matter, even I have us all an old Bible. If I found it, I will show it to you, old Victorian Bible. This is foxing, and you will see that to the picture. Paper, book, or stamp, or card, or anything in the antique world, they call it ephemeria. Ephemeria is when the terms of collecting of history, newspaper, anything. And so that's what they call in the antique world. But this is a very important book too, because you see, focus darling, this is all the name of the country that has got the stamp. So this is my dictionary for my stamp. I know what era, I know what, so that is why I cannot go wrong, because this is the catalog of stamp. It will tell you, and it will tell you as well at that time the price of the stamp, because the stamp is very important before this technology come along, before the internet come along. This is very important. The communication to human being, you saw around the world. But this one, like I said, is empty now because I moved that to one album, so I know I would like to save the stamp, because if I don't do that, they'll go foxing as well, because the old book, that's what happened. You cannot help it, not unless I'm very careful, I use gloves and all that, but I don't. So that's it. That is a very important leather bound book as well. Leather, and could be crocodile skin, because that's what they used before. It's either shark skin or crocodile. That's what they use. You don't have to move, darling. You come here. You just come here. It's all right, because I can open it from here. This is my hard work, because since I've been collecting, I decided to put them into this very good big album stamp, and so to protect them, that's what I've done. But this is what you call that? Victoria, Queen Victoria in her early days. Queen Victoria in our time in the Philippines is Spanish time, which, yeah, what do I know about Spanish time in the Philippines? I told you, I study in Luneta Park University. Over here, I was self-taught. My interest, my curiosity comes to collectability, and this is now my art of collecting. And this is why I insist to my husband I would like to blog them, because not many human beings in the Philippines like me who never know about this, but by watching the blog they will know what is the stamp, because nowadays the people who was born in the 90s, they don't know what is a stamp, because everything now is internet, everything now is messaging, everything is texting. We don't know nothing about history. And so now, even to my kingdom of Taiwan, this is what I'm trying to say to my husband. There's so many unfortunate children there that never go to higher education, but then if they see this, if they see their Ate Sally having all this from the Spanish time, how old is that? 120 years, darling, or more, maybe 200 years now coming into it. This is Queen Victoria. This is what they call, focus, darling, the camera. This is what they call embossed. That was the time of her reign, or of being crowned. She's Queen Victoria, 1830, when she was the crown. She was so teenager when she became a queen, because obviously bloodline, she come from German bloodline, and then she become the queen over here. And that's it. That's her. When you see young face, that means very old stamp. And yeah, this is all the big Queen Victorian time. The purple, the red, and all that. 1 penny. That's how it started. Some of them half penny, some of them 1 penny. And that is really very, very old. And the same thing with this. This is our old Victorian. But this one is the son who become a king. King George V. King George. But he was King George, who is married to Queen Mary. And he is the son of Queen Victoria. He became the king, but in a very short period, because Queen Victoria died 1903, and then therefore the coronation, he was already old as well. Before he's only a prince, and he became king, and that's what happened with the King Albert. But also, I'm wrong. Albert is the husband of Queen Victoria. King George is the son. I'd like to repeat that. That is why we have the Museum of Queen Victoria, Queen and Albert Museum in London. That's where you will find all the story and history. So again, that is Queen Victoria. Just focus them, darling, close, because that's what all I wanted to show. Yeah, Queen Victoria in red and purple and the orange. So the proper lover of collector of stamp, they will know it. They will know it because they know just one look of the proper old stamp. And so again, that is the same thing. But now he become now the king, the son from Queen Mary and King George, inherit by the son. I think that is the King George still. This is now the son. Queen Mary. Was Tanganyika in Kenya, Uganda. He was the son. He is the father and mother of our queen now. Those when they were coronation as well, and when they travel around the world. This is Tanganyika, Uganda, New Zealand, Kenya. You see, so everywhere. And this is the father of the queen when he's doing the 6 Games Olympic in 1948. That is 1948. This is South Africa. The South Africa was called South Africa, but now it's South Africa now. The changes of the island and everything. This is Folk Island as well. All that stamp. And here we come. This is Yugoslavia. Proper Yugoslavia stamp. Very early. Very early because of where they come from the album of the very Victorian album as well. And this is Sweden. I have a niece in Sweden. I'd just like to mention this is all Sweden. Your stamp is called birds. How you pronounce that, darling? So it's birds. You should know me well, isn't it? That's their stamp there. Sweden, and they call it birds. how you pronounce it. How do you?
They pronounced it Sverige.
Sverige, yeah,
Sverige.
that's their stamp from Sweden. Obviously, I'm not good with my pronunciation. Sometimes my pronunciation is Bisaya, and I'm laughing. And now I said to you, I'm going to Egypt. This is Egypt stamp, an early age as well, 1879, because that's what it tells to my old album. So when I transfer them here, I label them. Excuse my writing, because as you know, I'm a doctor. My writing is like a doctor. And so that's it. There are all early age of Egypt. And I'm very proud to say we have it. We own it. We collect it. That's the end of it. Find one. I don't think you will find one because they were 100 years old, 150 years old. And we have the Iran, the Bulgaria, the King Faisal of Iraq, 1934, that one. We have Monaco, Martinique, Ghana, Sudan, San Marino, Ukraine. We are very proud to say we are mad collectors, simple as that. And we have the Portugal. We have the Portugal there. The King Carlos, King Louis, bald head. I just said bald head because it's without hair. But that's one of the king in Portugal. If you can now go down to that to focus the stamp, you see. So then you could see proper. It's like taking a picture with that. And so they could see Ecuador, Guatemala, Portugal, and Tanzania, Palestine, early Palestine, Luxembourg, Bolivia, Waterberg, South America, Guyana, St. Helena here, Jamaica, all that stamp. So I said, I hope I will not disappoint you with my going around the world, because this is around the world. And here we go. We have the Belgique. They call it Belgique, the stamp. These are all Belgium. I don't know where I put my label, but the stamp is Belgique, darling. Is that how you pronounce? Belgique. That is its old, early old stamp. I'm very proud to say we have it. We have in our collection, and it's been protected because I moved into a new album. You see, because if they go to the old album, they will get the faxing, and then you can say goodbye. So it's no good. The history is gone. And this is Gambia, Gold Coast, early years of Gold Coast, Mongolia, Argentina, Argentine, that's what they call, and early years again. Find one? I don't think you will find one. Maybe if you Google it, then you'll find that. But we're very proud owner of this world map around the world, you see. And this is Brazil. Not Brazil, Brazil stamp. 1891, very early. Because I even put that 1891 because I have to, because it's come from the old album that you see, so I know where are they, what era, I know that. This is Cyprus, Greece, and I think that was when the father of our queen now, oh God, see now, come on, is reigning at the time in Cyprus, you see. And here we go. I will be very quick. I hope our camera will be okay. Cuba. The Cuba. If you can focus to that, this is like our peso, darling. So during the Spanish time, I think this is our stamp. I remember the peso looking like that. You see the stamp that we have in the Philippines before, but that is Isla de Cuba. Very much like it, because obviously we're under Spanish, and obviously maybe they're the same stamp that they used before, because at that time I don't know, Philippine already established of the stamp, so I cannot tell. I don't know much of the history, but all I can say is that the stamp, and I read from that book there, but really looking like Philippine peso, the Cuba. Obviously parla español poquito, habla español. That's me. That's my Spanish, you see. But this one is Holland, Netherlands. You see, all they're very early as well, stamp of Netherlands. I'm proud to say we have protected them. It's still with us. We still own it. Yeah, darling. And here is the Peru. We got the Peru again, very early. Very early. Dominican Republic, Bermuda, 1937, Netherlands, Gabon, Fiji, Peru, Mexico, Victorian, Barbados, early Barbados. I'm just showing it to you, our camera, and I hope our camera will last. And this is Paraguay, Nicaragua, Victoria, Nicaragua, Mexico, early years, Trinidad, Tobago, Venezuela, Salvador, 1890 to 96. People who are in my age, they'll be interested to see that. They'll be interested to know the stamp that they used before, because we are, you know, in our time, in our study, obviously, that was mentioned by our teacher, isn't it? So that's it. This is Chile, 1896, early Chile. She's a lady again. It's a lady leading to the stamp. Early years of Chile, 1867. So almost the same with our queen here, Queen Victoria, the same era. So I said to my husband one time, I said, why are there so many ladies that rule the country? We're really, really clever people. They're really the Amazonian, because you can imagine the queen are all women. You see, that's what I'm saying. But here we go. We got the turkey here. Turkey. This is Republic 1942. But here, there are mixed now. This is not 1942. They're early. These are early, darling. But again, that is Norway. I mixed up. I mixed putting it there. But you could read from the stamp anyway. What were they? But they're very early. They're very antique. I'm really, really proud to say they are antique. They don't exist now. You cannot find them anymore. But this is Romania, Czechoslovakia, which is Czechoslovakia is very famous in England because they really done the trading, bargaining in this country. And that's it. So all my antique as well, my bling bling is beautiful Czechoslovakian glasses, crystal, you know. That's what Czechoslovakia over here. This is Romania, later Victorian. You see, so this is South Africa. I just mix it here. Now it is more maybe 19. That is the father of Queen Elizabeth now. So could be later 1940, before the war, I think, because Queen Elizabeth was coronation. Her coronation is 1952. That's the year she was. This is the young our queen when she went to Malta. Malta is also colonized by the British. So now they're using this stamp at the time. You see, that's the queen when she was very young, and that's the father. I put them in graduated things, so I know that is the grandfather, George, the queen son, and that is the who inherit the crown, and that's the father now of the queen. You see, so I know more that I could explain more, but we haven't got much time. And so this is now later. This is the later stamp now. But again, this is Rhodesia. He is the father. That was before the coronation, you see. That was before the queen crown. And I have another one here. This is USA. Very early stamp of USA. America. That is embossed. It's still the time of very early America, darling. They call it embossed when you have that kind of stamp. You know, the Queen Victoria, 1830, something like that, the start of that. And those are very early American stamp. How can I say the name? Is it coming? So is it nearly finished? Okay, so yeah, it is okay. Speak, darling. You do speak. So I still got time, and then yeah, I'm just trying to show it to them all. This American president, the Kennedy, the Eisenhower, they are all important people. Washington there,
Einstein.
yeah. You said as well. Anything that you read, this is all the American antique president that rule America. You see, and very important people to them, to American people. You see, all of that, and all the American stamp, the airmail, six cents, and all that, very early. They are very early USA stamp to me that we collected, and I'm very proud to say that I have that. But that's it. That's all. That's now our interest when we had the lockdown now, because now we can see. What are they? Who are they? That's the first dollar that they've done, but they do in stamp, transatlantic, you see? Beautiful. And the history now, because the history now of America over here is all important things that happen in America, this kind of stamp. is there. If you can focus that, darling. That's it. Focus and then move. But they're all important stamp of America. That's it. I got loads. My word all the time is loads because I got loads. That's all I can say. No number, but load. Now we got the South Africa here. Sierra Leone. And the Cape of Good Hope, Victorian time. They were all Victorian time or Spanish time in our time. And this one again, this South Africa. These are all Suid Africa, but they call it now South Africa. That's because obviously we were part of the South Africa before. I will say part. That's all I can say. But this is Japan stamp. Japan stamp is easy to recognize. I said to my husband because they always have that like a sun symbol, and I call it like a kikuman, but that is like a red sun there always. Even a very teeny weeny stamp of Japan, you will always find that like that, darling. You know, it's like a kikuman flower. I call it kikuman flower, or but now I think their flower now is chrysanthemum, the Japanese. But they were the old one. All I remember when I was studying the Philippines, Hirohito Emperor, that's it. But they were all the Japanese thing. As we know, we all, in my age, we are associated with the Japanese. We've done so many films of what happened in the war, the Japanese war. This is again, they're all Japanese. I can recognize them because I have to find that one as well. And they come from the old album book. And this is China. I don't have a lot of China, but yeah, that is China. That's it, darling. And in Hong Kong, as you know, we were the British were associated as well. I will just say associated with the Hong Kong before, and they left in the 80s, isn't it? 90s, but I think that was 60s. Those are the, you know, when you see the faces of the king and queen there, and then the stamp is the queen. That's it. And this is Poland, darling. Poland. We got the Poland, Latvia, course. Yes, I just one thing to. It's difficult now to show so much. I just prove to you that we are a collector of antique stamp. This is Austria. We got the Austria. Then this is 1900 Austria, and then we got the India. This is India now. Then their money is on us, but there's still Queen Victoria there, the very early of Queen Victoria's face, when they still associated with India. Queen Victoria at the time, very early, in that early phase of Queen Victoria. As you know, I think I know the story that Queen Victoria has got a serviceman from India, isn't it? I forgot his name, but he was one of the history about the Queen, you see. And that's an early India stamp. And this is Swaziland, in early days. This is the sister, Queen Princess Margaret and the Queen. They were only two sisters that you know, inherit the crown before the children, you know, Prince Charles and everything. And this is now Finland, Botswana, Bahamas, early days, Gladiator, 920. I love the Gladiator of Greece, you see, because they like, you know, the athlete, they as you see in Greece, they have this what you call that, darling, the Colosseum, and then they have this like a hero on Olympus, you know, that sort of mythology. They all have that sort of thing, isn't it? This story, it's beautiful. They got loads of, well, fascinating history. But this is Canada stamp. I always say this is Canada. This is Canada stamp, but this is more early, and I'll show you here that's later, I mean, but this is early when the Queen and King and Queen are associated with Canada, and even now I think it's still, isn't it, they use the crown of the Queen. And so this is Canada, the father and the daughter, the Queen, our present Queen now. She's the daughter. You look beautiful, very young there. 5 cents of Canada. You see, and I keep repeating Canada because I know I have family in Canada as well. They now migrate there as well. So now this is the old stamp of antique. And here we go, Republic of France. This is Francais. Parle Francais, Mademoiselle. What is that? I know a little bit.
Parlez-vous français?
Parlez-vous français? Mademoiselle, can you see? I forgot. Anyway, that's the français, the France, very early, very early, and I'm so proud to say that yes, we have that. And now we put that away. Look how thick is that one, because they're a new album and I want to save the stamp. That's why I moved them. This is Australia stamp. I did not frank them. You call it frank when you take them off from the paper, isn't it, darling? And I didn't, because I like to remain the story of the paper. You see that travel before. And this is Australia stamp, and so I keep that because I love to see. I like to touch the time that they travel, the time that and yes. So what is that means? I have to stop now. Okay, so yeah, I won't be long. Now this is I have this Australia, and yes, and those are the Australian stamp. This is quite early. My husband was showing to me the camera that to be careful maybe because my giggle bite is not enough today. I don't know why. We should really sort that out before I start. But yeah, this is a Australia stamp, quite early one. As you know, we have the early stamp of Australia. We got the penny there. I think it's in the very front. This is Russia. That is Russia stamp. Beautiful. You see, and I would like to see where is that penny stamp of Australia. I know I have it here. Yes, that's the Russian. We got the Russia as well. And this is the Australia penny black. You see, 1954. But that's already copied from the very early penny black, which is very important. That's 2 pence, and because Swan Australia are quite important to the Australian stamp. That's all I know. But hey, we just I just want to keep them as simple as that, no matter how they are, how much, but we just keep them. This is Deutsch Germany, the very early, darling, of Germany, 1914 to 18, 1921 to 1930. Yes, this is who is he. We know who is he, isn't it? Very famous man, so we know him. A German man, you see. So that's all I can say. And again, this is Germany. Oh, that one is Germany. Complete the Bayern. That's all I can say now. And Germany and Austria. That's it. A lot. I'm telling you, time is not enough for me to explain all of it. You see, so that's it. I'm going now to that one. I'm going to that one now. Beautiful, very sunny. I'm going to this tray. This tray is beautiful, very old, very Victorian. As you see in both one, this is a silver gilt. Gilt means gold inside, you see, but silver on top. And this is the Queen stamp. This is stamp more from 1960 to 70. And can you imagine, this is 10,500 stamp. That I counted. This is what I've been doing before when we were collecting. I counted them, I franked them. Frank means taken off from the paper, all of that. This is 10,500. And this one this is what they call, I will blog as well, they call this butler tray. And that is also silver gilt. This is 25,000 of stamp that I unfrank, and I do that. You see, so that is counted because I put them in one bag. Each of them got the label of how many I unfrank. That's what I've done before. Can you imagine how patient I've done with that unfrank, taking off from the paper and yeah, sorting them out. This is 12,000 stamp that I collected, and this is 19,000 stamp. What I'm trying to say, the reason I'm counting of that, I got loads. Any of my member, I will sit down, darling. I will nearly finish now. Any member of my family, my friend, who wanted to start collecting, can message me because I'm the queen of bling bling. Obviously, I will give away about the queen, but not bling bling, stamp. And this is the face of the Queen Elizabeth, the young face of Queen Elizabeth. This is really original stamp. This is not something made up. It is original stamp, come from the letter, Diane Frank, and put them, because I was hoping before to put them in an album, but then I move on to another things. We do other things, and then that was put away, stuck into a bag, and that's what happened. And my husband is winking now. Maybe I could now say sign off. Yeah, look. I am now. I'm just trying to show off my earring because I never use them. I use them once in a while. My mother-in-law gave that to me, and these two bracelet. She is fan of American Indian people. She loved the history of American Indian people, and that's it. And then when she bought that one, she loved that because it's like those white feather, that story of American Indian, isn't it? But turquoise, a real stone of turquoise. You see that, you can see the inclusion there, and it's a proper silver. And that's it. Enough of my blogging. And I just want to entertain you like I used to do. I said my blogging now is just really show to you my art of collecting, how we do our hard work before, how we love our collecting, and all I can say. I will have another blog later on. I always do twice now a week, and I will have another one. But yeah, today I will just say stay safe, and I love you, and stay tuned. You see, and bye bye. I see you soon.